A lot of business leaders are running on caffeine and cortisol and the hustle, but you're saying that's not necessarily getting into the flow state. That just means they're busy.
Right.
So how do we distinguish between cortisol and caffeine versus the flow state?
When you're driven by cortisol, and it's usually cortisol and too high of norepinephrine, that creates a bit more of again, it's a low-level fight or flight sort of drive. So yeah, you're just driven to go, to do, to accomplish. And yeah, you can survive off that for a long time. It's a good source of fuel and energy, but it compounds over time. And so what ends up happening, that starts to go and narrow our focus. So we get some cognitive rigidity. So essentially it's almost like being able to have problem solving or that flexibility to find new solutions to problems that are in front of you starts to arise. So we find some of those symptoms, but really I try and describe it as if you feel like you're being pushed forward to do and to accomplish and to achieve, that is usually cortisol and norepinephrine pushing you forward.
Okay.
It's an extrinsic drive to, okay, I got to get this done for this and this external reasons.
Okay.
And flow state is really heavy on more intrinsic drives. That's going to feel more like it's pulling you forward. That's like goal-directed behavior. That's dopamine and norepinephrine, which is getting you that focus, but it's not tunnel vision where you're blocking it out, but it's giving you that hyper focus on what's in front of you, and it pulls you forward.
Okay.
So if you feel you're being pulled forward, that's more of a flow state.
Okay.
And if you're being pushed, that's probably more likely you're in a cortisol, like this low level stress of, do and accomplish.